This video I'm about to react to right now is called White on White Crime in America. Alright, let's get right into it.
His assassination was the result of the climate of hate. But only I said the chickens came home to roost, and which means the same thing. Climate of hate means that this is the result of something. And when I said chickens coming home to roost, I said the same thing.
September 10th, 2025, while speaking at a university in Utah, Charlie Kirk got clapped. Now you may ask, Antonio, how do you feel about this? And my initial reaction was,
hey, yo, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright,
maybe I'm just desensitized to murders. I grew up with so many classmates that didn't make it to 21, 25, they never got to experience life. So why should I be over here dwelling about a racist white man who didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just give another analogy. Back during slavery, slaves were not supposed to mourn over the slave master. Like, you don't gotta be happy, but to be sad is crazy. Now, a lot of the arguments of people defending Charlie Kirk are stating how, he was just killed over his opinions. These were political views. Political views?
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Why did you say that the...
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. And the craziest thing is, isn't it called DEI? Is DIE or DEI? Bro, I heard white women benefit off DIE more than black women. Well, black women barely even benefit off that shit. They don't benefit at all, basically. So basically, it's harder for a black person to be a pilot than it is for a white person. So it should be like the roles should be reversed, bro. Not gonna lie. Roles should definitely be reversed. Not saying you're supposed to discriminate people at all, but like, if you were gonna say that, it would supposed to be about her, because it will make more sense, you know what I'm saying? Because it was easier for her to get here, But yeah, those are just some facts. Y'all can go look that up.
civil rights bill should be overturned?
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Why? That's crazy.
Now you gotta figure it out.
I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
Who's that? If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action?
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil.
Yeah, y'all want me to feel sorry for him? And it's just crazy because the moments leading up to Charlie Kirk's death, it was poetic. I don't mean that in a good way poetically, but Charlie Kirk...
Yeah, you're not supposed to celebrate his death, but you definitely don't gotta mourn him either. You don't have to be sad or any of that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Don't celebrate it though. Don't do that. But mourning him, I wouldn't do that either.
was asked a question about mass shootings in America.
How many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
And he replied with a racist dog whistle comment about gang violence. Seconds after that, he was gone.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Now, to add icing on the cake, guess who took the life of Charlie Kirk? It
What
wasn't an
the fuck?
immigrant. It wasn't a black.
The last thing he said was racist?
Seconds after that, he was gone.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Racist dog whistle comment about gang violence. Seconds after that, he was gone. In America.
How many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
And he replied with a racist.
How many mass shooters there have been? Oh, in America.
He was gone.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Now to
That's crazy. If that was a racist comment for real, that's insane for that to be your last words, bro. The last thing you said was racist. That's crazy, bro.
Icing on the cake, guess who took the life of Charlie Kirk? It wasn't an immigrant, it wasn't a black man, it wasn't a transgender, it was a young white male. But hey, black people are the violent ones. Not to mention that same day, there was a school shooting in Denver, Colorado. And guess who the suspect was? But we the violent ones. Unfortunately, as a young black man living in America, I cannot feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. But There are a lot of people who are crashing out behind him.
I am Charlie, and I will not be silenced, and I will talk until your ears bleed. Okay? I am Charlie Kirk, and I will not be silenced, ever. You will never silence this white girl.
To the left.
Okay.
If it's war you want, it's war you're gonna get. And it's war you're not gonna want in the end.
It's time we rise.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life.
This is crazy, bro. Y'all be tweaking. Niggas be tweaking. Damn. This is crazy.
I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president.
Boy, if you don't get dog.
You wanted a nigga like that to be the next president? Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no.
This is actually sad. The parasocial relationships nowadays is bad. Where was this outrage a couple weeks ago when the kids got killed at a school? Like, what? And to be honest, race aside, Charlie
That
probably
was a couple weeks ago that white boy did that? Damn. And not all white people will shoot a school, bro. We can't just put that on all white people, but I'm saying, like, that's crazy, dog. Like, it's a lot of white people out there who would do that shit, but not all of them would. But still, though, like, that shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's inhuman. That's like evil, bro. Like, real shit.
would not give a about your kids getting killed in a school shooting. This is what he had to say.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
And another thing, Charlie.
Like, it's one of those things that, like, you just don't say. You know what I'm saying? He be saying the shit that, like, bro, you could just keep that to yourself. But I guess, stand on what you believe in, I guess.
Literally was a fan of the way that he went out.
And this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals.
Expensive.
It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. By the way, I would totally tune into and you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I want to see him on a public block and get him be publicly executed. You think children should have, you should see it? What is the age? At what age should you start to see public executions?
16. I think you could do it early.
Said 16? He's talking about public execution? This is very ironic, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Extremely ironic for him to be talking about this and then what happened to him publicly in front of an audience of people. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Insane. Extremely ironic. Extremely.
I think you maybe at age 12, whenever 6th grade or so.
And you got some people walking around saying he was the second coming of Jesus. Now, I will say this, y'all. Just as a human being, seeing that clip of Charlie Kirk on the 10th, bruh, I ain't gonna lie. It ruined my day because I don't feel like the human experience, we're supposed to see anyone pass away, especially that violently, you know? From the shot, I knew bro was gone. It wasn't he critical condition. No, he was gone after that goddamn shot. And it did something to me. You know, I put myself in his shoes for a moment, race aside, because I am a father. I'm a young father of 3. He is a father too. But like I said, death doesn't excuse you from your actions. And just going through the digital footprint that he left behind, man, I'm not gonna say he was asking for it, but bro, the energy you put out is the energy you receive. Malcolm X broke it down perfectly. And then at first I was like, yeah, man, his kids was there seeing that. And
Nigga, Malcolm X knew that shit. Way back then. Like, he knew what you put out is what you get back. Nigga. Hey, bro. That's true, bro. What you put out is what you're gonna get back. Don't underestimate the universe, my nigga. Don't underestimate this shit. I'm telling you, energy comes in waves. And it will come back. No bullshit.
And I do feel bad for them. But where was the grace for us? I'm gonna tell y'all a story of what they used to do back in slavery. I know y'all don't want to hear slavery, yada yada, so whatever. I don't care. You gonna hear this. So when slavery really first got started over here, man.
Hey, nigga. I'm listening because I want to. All right? You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that.
Like, those slaves were so rebellious. Like, they used to always, you know, they kept fighting. They had that heart. So what they ended up doing was coming up with a strategy to break the slave and to break them from ever doing it. So they would take the biggest and baddest and like the most problematic slave, right? They would get all the families, kids, children, women, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no grace for us, right? Gather all of them up. They would grab the slave, right? The first thing they would do is tar and feather him. You know, hot, yeah, that shit, it burns. Next thing they would do, they would grab 2 horses, put the brother up in a tree, set him on fire, have one horse pull a leg this way, have another horse pull a leg that way. Everybody sees that. The mothers, they're gonna tell their children, oh, don't be bad, because that's gonna happen to you. That's gonna happen to you. Children and all. It was no grace for us. And even to bring up the point that Charlie said, yeah, the black people during the 1940s, they were less problematic. Yes, because we would get hanged for simply looking at somebody white. He supposedly whistled at a woman, and bro, like, just, I remember seeing the photo of Emmett Till back in the 5th grade, and I literally had nightmares. Like, I know that shit sounds crazy, but like that picture of him is horrific. Like, it's bad. I love Malcolm X so much because he literally has a quote for everything. That brother said, we are non-violent with people who are non-violent with us. In simple terms, we give the same energy back. Y'all want to keep making these black fatigue videos and black people so violent, this and that. I don't care. I'm gonna do the same shit back. I be getting so many comments like of white people saying, bro, you're doing the same thing that they're doing. Like, you're racist, you're this and that. Whenever y'all go under their videos and give them the same energy and tell them to stop, is when I'll stop, bro, because it's literally like a 1v fucking 1,000, bro. Like, it's so many negative black videos. Everybody think we just this and that. Nobody says a thing to them. The moment I do the same thing back, it's a problem with me. And even just with the jokes.
Yeah, bro, it's that tit for tat shit. That's what that tit for tat shit come with. You just gotta accept it. You chose your path. If you're gonna do the tit for tat, what you do to me, I'm gonna do back to you. If you're gonna go that route, you gotta know what come with it and accept it. You know what I'm saying? Got to. I don't do the tit for tat, bro. You can miss me with that. But yeah, that don't mean I would agree with what's happening on the other side though. It's just like, fuck no. Not lowering. Nigga, what I look like being at level 99 fucking with somebody at level 10? That don't make no sense, bro. You trying to make me lose my levels, bro? Fuck no. I'm not losing my... No. I'm never gonna lose my composure, none of that shit. As soon as you do that, you lose. I'm not doing it. Nope.
Surrounding Charlie Kirk's death. I don't care for them because guess what? There are literally whole entire meme pages made up of George Floyd. That man died 5 years ago and people are still bringing him up. He was a father. He had kids. He had a family. Where's the grace for him? But guess what? When it's a white Christian male living in America, the world's golden boy, they want you to feel sad for him. They want you to feel that. Bro, man, fuck out of here. And it just pisses me off. I see so many black people getting online crying about, oh yeah, Charlie Kirk had a family, he had a this and that. Bro, everybody got a family. Everybody got to check out of this place. But guess what? That doesn't excuse you from your fucking actions, bro. Or like a racist person is cool because I understand, like, you don't like me, that's cool. But to see a fucking raccoon, a black person that's so for the white man and not for your man, oh my god. Woo. Let me calm down, man. Let me chill out. Listen, I don't think no one deserves to go, especially the way Charlie did. You know, even me saying that, bro. And Charlie, bro, he literally was one of the main people that sparked me wanted to make this channel. I created this YouTube channel, Antonio Speaks, July 3rd, 2025. But I remember a week prior to me making my first ever video, I was seeing so much political content and mainly anti-black content. One of the first videos I seen was Charlie Kirk talking about how violent black people are. Like, damn, bro. And for him to go out to a white man, it's just ironic. Like, keep our fucking names out y'all mouth. We don't do anything. And mind you, y'all, even all of this stuff going on, it was a white man that did it. Why are HBCUs being targeted now? People are always
I've been hearing about that shit. People been targeting HBCUs, shooting up the schools. This is crazy, bro. Inhuman, evil people, bro. This is crazy. The kids didn't do shit, bro. They didn't do nothing but be born. This is crazy.
trying to blame black people, man, but y'all always want our fucking sympathy. We don't do nothing to none of y'all, bruh. If anything, we kill each other. We have a problem internally, but guess what? They're still gonna blame us. And the reason it's like that internally is because of the systems that were set up. Listen, bro. I need all my young black men, any black person in general. That's why I hate these diaspora wars, bro. Because, man, bro, I'm ranting. This video gonna be, I don't want to go too off topic. Look, man, yeah. I'm in my feelings right now. This shit got me emotional, bro. But, man.
Yeah, man, pick your head up, bro. Pick your head up.
Long live all the ancestors, Malcolm.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video down in the comments down below. I love y'all boys. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.